Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Settlers Saturday, episode 79 today. Now, I think I should start off by apologising for not being very consistent with these episodes, really. Yeah, I haven't been very consistent with them. There was a time where I would upload an episode of Settlers Saturday every single week at least. You know what I mean? Just constant every Saturday, boom, 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 for like 60, 70 weeks straight. But recently I've been dropping off a little bit every now and again, and I do apologise for that. I've just been working loads, unfortunately. Not even a good excuse. Not been to the Caribbean, not been on a crazy holiday. Nope. Just been working loads. Which is boring. Some days I'm just there at work and I'm like, oh my god, it's Saturday today. I wish I'd uploaded a video, but we're here today anyway. We're here today. Now our problem, we've got two problems. First, let's start with some good news. I can check here. If I ever forget the briefing, we can check here. Manufacture 4 foundation carts and 4 ferries. Recruit 12 level 3 swordsmen, 16 level 3 bowmen, and 9 thieves. That's the good news. We can check that. The bad news is, to make those ferries, we need a shipyard. There's the harbour and the shipyard here. Now I've got the shipyard selected here, just in the same way. For example, if I select the donkey ranch, it shows me all of these places to put the donkey ranch. Look, if I select the shipyard, that's like a dust bowl. There's nowhere. There's absolutely nowhere to place the shipyard or the harbour. Unless I'm getting something wrong. I'm getting spammed here. Stone has been found. Excellent. Okay. So yeah, nowhere to place the shipyard. That's a pain. Our second other problem is the gold we need is all the way up here, and there's no way we can get that. That guy's base is right there. If we can see that. Oh, perfect timing. Our geologist got a little bit closer there. Some glorious looking gold there that we need. Now if I've probably mentioned it before, but if you don't know, to level up in Settlers 4 it's a little bit different to Settlers 3. To level up in Settlers 4 you need gold. So if we look at these swordsmen here, level 3 swordsmen, you need a regular sword like usual, but then you need 2 gold bars. What a pain, 2 gold bars. In fact, here I've just realised I've got it to make 15 swordsmen, but we're only making bows at this point. Okay. But what we are going to do as well, so we need gold to make troops, and we need troops to complete the level here. We also need a little bit of gold for this large temple. What a pain, we need 2 gold, so we can't even get priests or anything until we start making a gold mine all the way up here, which is going to be a nightmare. But I've had a good idea. This is where things start getting better. If we go to the barracks here and stop production, that's going to help us, because what we're going to do, we've got these statues here, and these kind of increase the strength of the people. So before in Settlers 3 you just had the gold lying around and you'd get strength from it. Here in Settlers 4 you have to convert them into statues, which is interesting. The statues actually give strength, and that could probably add some kind of tactical element. You could maybe pack all the towers into one area, and if the opponent came and took that tower, or took a nearby tower, or claimed the land or whatever, they'd crush all of these statues, and suddenly you'd have lost a whole load of your fighting strength. So that's an interesting element. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to destroy them, because gold is used in their production. Gold is used. And luckily there's 2. Of course, when you destroy something you get half of your... I can't even select it. There's loads of people in the way. Get out the way. Oh, I had it there. Yeah, once you destroy something you get half of your materials pack. So now we've got 2 bars of gold, and that's why I went to the barracks here and stopped the production, because I want them to take that to this large temple here. Yeah, I want to do that. Now what we're going to do while we're waiting as well, let's go for another large residence. It looks like this one's recently been completed, at least. There's people coming out of it. So we'll put another one down. And we need to find somewhere. That's one of our objectives. We need to find somewhere to put the shipyard. I assume it makes sense to think that it needs to be across at the coast somewhere, right? That makes sense. Put it at the coast, it's a shipyard, not inland on the mountains. We're on this little island. Do we own any islands? Not islands, lakes. No, not yet. Okay. Not quite. So let's work on a few more building projects for now then. So we've got this large residence going. I'll tell you what we'll do. While we're having this little hiatus in troops being produced, we will go for... we've got loads of spades already. Okay, so ignore me there. We're going to go for a few more diggers and things like that. Let's go for 5 more diggers and 3. There's 3 hammers here. Let's go for 2 more builders. And look at that, we've got 110 regular settlers, minus 20 carriers equals 90 here. So let's go for 30 carriers there. So whenever we build stuff, we're just going to get the job done a lot quicker. Now, if we're looking at our stone supply here, we've got a little bit of stone. We've got 1 stone cutter's hut and a little bit of stone here. There's also 1 here with a tiny little bit of stone, the tiniest little bit, and here it is. There's 1 here as well with just 1 bit of stone left. So we'll keep an eye on all of these, and once they run out, we'll start trashing them. And then maybe we can build some stone mines here, which I've not done before. Look at this. I guess we just stick it on there and see what happens. I wonder what kind of food they need. It's either going to be fish, bread, or pig, or meat. So we'll see. We'll see what they need. What we will do though, look at this. We've built this tower here and claimed all of this coal. So we'll get this coal here. Which one is it? See, we've only got 1 coal mine. So let's change that. Let's change that. Where's a good spot for it? Yeah, that's good. And another one. There, that'll do. Now, there's the iron here, and there's only 1... If we're looking around this mountain, this is the only mountain that we have, by the way, in the entire base. Yeah, just this one. And there's the only bit of iron I've seen is right here in this corner. There's a little bit left here. So I'm thinking... Oops, not iron smelting. We don't want that. Oh, we do want that, but not quite yet. First, we'll build the iron mine as close as possible. Let's see if that it's worth building it. Look at that, 4 wood, 1 stone. It's worth building it to see if we get any iron out of it. Now, if we have a look here, we've got loads of iron. Everything's backed up like crazy. We've completed this large temple though while I was messing around, so that's cool. So what we can do is unpause this barracks and go for... Give us an unlimited amount of archers, I think. Because this guy's huge. His base stretches from here all the way down here. That's a very big base for that guy. So he's probably going to be a threat. So let's get as many archers as possible. So what we can do as well is... Let me find it. Iron smelter. Yeah. We'll get a nice iron smelter there. Somewhere nice and flat. And if we go for a weaponsmith as well. Somewhere in there. Cool. Nice. Now, as well, while that's all building, I'll stop putting things on to build. Actually, that's a lot of things being told to build at once. So we'll pay attention to our stone as well. Okay, no need for any more stone. Or no need to destroy these yet because there's still a bit of stone left. So what the plan is, instead of going all the way up here, which is a nightmare, to get this gold, we're going to have to be fighting this guy the entire time. I wonder what that is. Is that a woodcutter's hut? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're going to be fighting this guy the entire time if we spread a base all the way up here, which we don't really want. One of the objective, or one of the hints and tips was, don't fight anyone. Avoid combat. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this priest here, and we're going to do heavenly goods here. We can cast that 6 times. It gets expensive. It gets slightly more expensive each time we cast it. So let's do this, and hopefully there's going to be some gold here. That's the plan. We're going to get gold. Hopefully iron would be wicked as well. Let's have a look. Okay, so we did... Is that weapons? Let's zoom in so much it's pixelated. Yeah, I think we got some weapons there. That's wicked. Also some iron and some stone. Which, stone has been troubling us a little bit at the moment, so that's cool. I mean, we've got 3 stone mines going, but they're about to run out, so can't complain about that. We do want some gold though, so let's cast this again. Oh, look at that. There we go. A little bit of gold. Now, that's the only gold in the entire map, so we got 5 there. Which is cool. Now, remember, we need 2 gold per unit, so it's not like we can get 5 troops from that. What do we need again? What was it? 12 swordsmen and 16 bowmen. So it's not like we can get 5. We can only get 2 units from that gold there. And the price has gone up a little bit. So let's cast it again. In fact, let's just keep spamming it until we can't cast it anymore. We're getting loads of tools from that. Loads of hammers and stuff, which is cool. Loads of pickaxes. And a little bit of gold there. Now, there is a spell here to swap from stone to iron. That's really cool. Again, now I've cast that. It does get expensive the more you cast it, and I've cast that so many times that it's 14 mana now instead of 8, which it was, what, 2 or 3 2 minutes ago. It was 8 mana. So what we need to do is we need to step up our mana game by far. If we look what we've got at the moment, we've got 2 beekeepers' huts. Cool. And 1 mead maker's hut and 1 small temple. Now, if we look at the small temple, that's got 5 units of mead. So that's pretty much standard. That's cool. The mead maker's hut is pretty standard as well. Everything is at a nice capacity. Actually, this beekeeper's hut has 8 honey, which it can't get any more. So we should definitely build another mead maker's hut. So I think if we go for 1 more. Let's have a look. Beekeeper's hut. This is a nice area to do it. Have we mined away that stone? I don't think this stone counts. We can't mine that. So we can trash this area. We can trash this stonecutter's hut and use the space. Maybe. Yeah, look at that. That is a beekeeper's hut. Okay, yeah. Just double checking. We can use that space to build another beekeeper's hut. Somewhere like that. Screw it. Let's go for a 3rd one. A 3rd beekeeper's hut out the way a little bit, but then apparently someone told me it's got to be around this flowers. Aliester, that guy I played a few games with before I moved on to Settlers 4. I played some Settlers 3 games with him, and he gave me some hints and tips, and he said do it around the flowers. So wicked. Now we're going to have 4 beekeepers' huts. Let me just double check all of the other buildings. We don't want to overload our builders here. It looks like everything's getting built. Oh, and this iron mine as well. That was a gamble. It was worthwhile doing it though. Even if it didn't pay off, it was just good for peace of mind. Just to know that there wasn't any iron we could squeeze out. But look at this. We've got a little bit of iron. It looks like it's just been completed as well, because there's a load of meat on the way. Cool. Yeah, so we can't complain about that. A little bit more iron there. Iron smelting works here. Looks like it's doing okay. If we look at the resources, once again, 7 coal, 6 iron. Can't complain about that. Weaponsmith. Okay, maybe this weaponsmith has just been built by the looks of it. It's got no coal whatsoever, so I think that's just been built. So we'll let that off. So we don't really have any other projects going. I'll tell you what we will do. Let's go for a tower down here. And we'll expand down here and see if we can place any, excuse me, if we can place any shipyards or even harbours. No, we need the shipyards to get the ferries, I'm sure. So we'll expand down or check out all of this coast down here. Seems like a plan. What else can we do then? Okay, while we're waiting for stone, before we run out of stone, this guy seems okay actually. it seems that no one is taking his stone. If someone came along, took that guy's stone, he'd come and mine that for us, I'm sure. Yeah, he would. Focus right there for us. And then we could crush that stonecutter's hut, because it wouldn't... There'd be no point in having that anymore. So yeah, we've got these beekeeper's hut. Let's go for a mead maker's hut as well. Because then we'll have 4 beekeeper's hut and 1 mead maker's hut. That's not going to keep up. So we'll stick these in here. 2? Or am I thinking both 3? So it's 4 beekeepers, 4 mead makers. What do you guys think? I think I'll leave it for now. Seeing as there's so many things trying to get built at once, we'll go for 2 extra mead makers instead of 3 extra. We do probably want another waterworks though, and luckily we can squeeze one in. Where's this beekeeper's hut going? Okay, that's going up there. So we've got a bit of space to play with here for waterworks. Where was it? I'm getting lost. Waterworks, there we go. We'll pop that in there. And to be honest, I don't think we need that tower. I built that tower on the assumption we were going to go up here and try and conquer this land and get that gold, which we might do at one point. At some point, we're gonna need more gold, I think. But for now, this is kind of working for us. We can cast this spell again, so let's do that. Nice. Now, have we? What's happened here to all that gold? We did have some gold. Okay, it's been taken here and they've not done anything with it. Now, on the one hand, I'm tempted to make the troops straight away. On the other hand, I'm thinking if we get attacked, and those troops die, is it still going to count them? Do I need 16 troops produced, or do I need 16 troops alive and ready to go? I'm not sure, so maybe we'll save that gold. There is an epic pile of stone there, though. And next time we get 13 mana. Looks like we've just got 8 mana at the moment. How can we tell? Oh, the small temples! We need more small temples as well, of course. That's the final stage. Would have so much meat that that small temple would be completely overran. We can see here that we've got 8 mana. It's at the bottom there. Okay. I can't believe I nearly forgot about the small temples. Oops. Now where can we squeeze them in? Oh, look at that. Perfect. And any more spots? Any more decent spots? Kind of there. No, that's a silly place. Around this area would be nice. Now, should I capture a bit more land up here, or should I try and squeeze it in down here? Screw it. Down there, that'll do. So that's 2 extra small temples. I think we should go for a 3rd one. Later on, though. We won't have to worry about that now. Because one of the things we do need to worry about, maybe, is building another large residence. We're going to be producing a whole load of troops very soon, I think. These weaponsmiths are working flat out, so we could go for another weaponsmith. I think so. I think we should do that. Yeah, look at this iron ore mine. That's totally worth it. That paid off big time. If you look at the findings here, the original one, I think this is the findings. So, you know, 100% would be nice. It's just dropped down a little bit, actually. That one's already started pretty low, but it's got 8 iron ore outside, so that was totally worth it. So yeah, let's go for one more. If I can find it. Iron ore mine. Oh no, not iron ore mine. Iron smelting works, and then another weaponsmith there. And I think as well we should probably go for a barracks somewhere. Let's put the barracks over this side though. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to drop these towers just in case we get attacked. We'd suddenly lose a whole load of space there, which we don't want to do. So I'll drop both of those towers. And hopefully, let's have a look here at the amount of towers we have. We should have one here, the medium one, and then a smaller one. I'm tempted to build a castle. Is that stupid? I'm very tempted to build a castle and then crush the other towers, and so we just have to defend this beast monster castle. Maybe that is stupid. I'll tell you what we will do. Here's a plan. Let's see if we can get some thieves. We need a few thieves anyway. Let's put them trial by fire. 5 thieves. I assumed it would select them, but we do have 5 thieves dotted around somewhere. I thought it would select the ones I was moused over or focused on. Apparently not. So there's 5 thieves selected somewhere. Let's send them up here, and then we'll send them into this guy's base. Maybe up here, just to see what we're dealing with up here. Okay, I'm just looking at the defensive force here as well. We've got a 67% overall strength. Now there's two ways we could play it with this gold. We could go and build structures again. We could build strength structures, if I can get my words out. Every time I mess up on something. Strength structures. There we go. We could build strength... you know what I mean. We could build those things. The eye catchers. That's it. Not strength structures. Eye catchers. We could build a few of these. What's the cheapest one in terms of gold? 3, 2, 3, 2. Just looking at the gold down here when I mouse over them. Yeah, it looks like about 2. That's the most epic one. Look at that. What is that? Oh, it's a burial chamber. Okay, cool. And what's this? A gorgeous fountain. It says your settlement just isn't complete without one of these gorgeous fountains. It's not very Viking-like. America's next top Viking. Cool. So that could be an option. We could use the gold we have to make troops, like level 3 troops, nice and strong, or we could use the gold to build these fancy structures. We had 2 of these great warriors, look. And then with that extra strength that we gain from that, we could then push here and actually get gold properly. Instead of like this, which is working for now, but it's not very sustainable. It's not going to last forever. We can actually cast this stone to iron. Let's do that. Oops. No, I thought it'd do the whole package. I thought it'd do loads of it, but apparently not. Just did a little stack of it. That's disappointing. Never mind. Like back in Settlers 3, what the best thing to do would be to get a storage area, fill it with, let's say, stone, then convert it, and all of a sudden you've got loads of resources. But that didn't seem to happen here. Now, how fast are we gaining mana? So you've got 8 mana now, and that's pretty much what we had last time I checked. And that spell cost, it'll cost 14 now, but last time it would cost 13, which means we made 13 mana during that whole period, which sucks. That sucks. We need way more than that. We've got small temples here. Is there a choke point that we're looking at here that we can fix? Looks like this mead maker's hut here is maxed out on mead. Beekeeper's hut maxed out on bees or honey even. This one's got a load. We just completed that small temple. Oh no, we haven't, not yet. Okay. We can destroy that stonecutter's hut. Oh my god, what we need to do, I nearly forgot. Okay, while I'm converting the stone, let's build one of these stonecutter's hut. In fact, let's build a couple. Where's a good spot? Yeah, like that. That'll do. Let's build 3. Cool. Yeah, we should have done that straight away because we've run out of stone everywhere now. Has everything got the stone it needs? Okay, not that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this and possibly this on a high priority. And we'll get back to our problem here. So we need more mana, which is an obvious thing. We've suddenly got loads, actually. We've gone up to 14 again from 8, so we gained 6 mana. So maybe it was taking a while to get started, but I'm not sure. What I'm looking for is chokes, though, so anywhere where the system slows down a little bit. This is almost perfect for us here, so the second stuff comes in, it's being used and sent out again. Which makes me think we could get a little bit more honey and a little bit more water. But here we have a load of honey. How's the water situation doing here? Oh. So we've got our waterworks built and it's nowhere near the water. Or once again has that literally just been completed and someone's on their way. I'm not sure. We'll try that. We'll try that. Okay. Oh no, okay, someone was there. I don't think he can get water out of there. No. Okay. So it has to be the little river. So what I think we need to do, I think I've sussed it out. We need more people. We've got the 17 minus 30 is 40, so let's go for 15. 45 people carrying. We need some carriers to just pick up that honey and take it where we want it. Screw it, let's go for one more. 50 carriers, yeah. So that means we've only got 19 free settlers, which of course means we're going to need to build a large residence. Down here. Oh, I forgot we was exploring down here as well. Completely slipped my mind. Okay, let's go for one more. And crush that tower. Now, we're thinking about pioneers. Maybe pioneers could do this, because we don't have to think about pioneers. We just send pioneers on their way, and they do their thing. Let's have a look at pioneers. Oh, we do have these thieves. Oh my god, we've got so much going off. We've got these thieves. Perhaps we'll send them in next episode, because we're nearing the end of this episode. We'll send them in next time. Where are all of our pioneers? I remember us being some here. Are they pioneers? No. 8 pioneers. That'll do. So we'll build the tower as normal, but then we'll also, excuse me, we'll send some pioneers down here. Just to clear up the little nitty-gritty bits, clear up all of these bits down here for us, and then we'll see if we can finally build that that shipyard that we wanted. Because that's been a pain as well. Maybe we can squeeze it in here. There's this whole area that I haven't even explored here. I assume it connects to nowhere, but who knows really. Okay, so let's just double check here. How much mana do we have? 28. So okay, things are going well now. Now it's all up and running. 28 mana. Okay. So both of these temples here have a nice amount of mead there. What about this one? Okay, that's got no mead whatsoever. That's a pain. And this building has loads of mead and it can't produce any more because no one's picking it up and taking it to this small temple. What a pain. Never mind though, we got the large residence. We got these 2 stone mines recently completed. I wonder what they need. We definitely have the pickaxes for it. Or do we? Yeah, okay, we've got a couple of pickaxes here in the loot. Awesome. Oh, that's the blue guy's base. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we'll see. We'll have to see what that guy's packing as well, because he's very close to our strange phallic-shaped base here. Very strange shaped base. Okay, and we're just extending this part as well. If you look up here, okay, that's just going to get a little bit bigger as well. It's as the game's getting more and more intense. Cool. So I think we made loads of progress today, guys. I've been a lot more on the ball compared to usual. Sometimes I've just been rambling, which I have this time, but I've also been building and doing practical things, so it's not too bad. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Once again, I apologize for the infrequency of my videos, but yeah, you know, I will see you guys hopefully next week for another episode of Settlers Saturday. Hopefully we can trash this level and move on.